Hey guys, iDevice Help here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about the iPhone SE second generation. Now I've used this device for 24 hours straight. I swapped out the SIM card from my iPhone 11 Pro Max to give you my true thoughts on the iPhone SE second generation. Now the first thing I want to talk about is portability and design. Coming from the iPhone 11 Pro Max, this is a large iPhone with the Apple Smart battery case on top is super heavy and bulky. The iPhone SE, of course, is a smaller device, and I don't have the battery pack on this one, so it's extremely light and portable. I enjoyed carrying this device around for 24 hours. I could barely tell it was even in my pocket. Another great thing about the iPhone SE that brought me back was Touch ID. Touch ID on this device, super fast, super snappy, nothing to worry about. It works in some cases even better than Face ID. Nowadays, we all have to wear masks in public, and with Face ID, sometimes that can be a hassle. With Touch ID, no problem. Now, sometimes with Face ID, if I'm laying in bed, so sometimes the Face ID camera doesn't read properly, it doesn't unlock the device, is also a hassle. It's nice to remember that Touch ID works in many more instances than when Face ID would. So that was also great within 24 hours of using this device. Another great thing about this device, it shares the same exact processor, the Apple A13, as an iPhone 11 or 11 Pro Max. The Apple A13 feels snappy, performance, games, multitasking, browsing through the OS, no hiccups whatsoever, amazing performance, and you can count on Apple software for future updates to work even better. Another thing that I really enjoyed about the iPhone SE was the battery. It's definitely better than the iPhone 8 battery. It's a great battery overall. It got me through the entire day with no problem. Now, it isn't as good as an iPhone 11 Pro Max, of course, but it is a very good battery for the size of this device, so I can't complain. So if batteries are concerned to you, iPhone SE2 has great battery life, anywhere from 8 to 10 hours of on-screen time depending on your usage. And another great thing is the cameras. Now on iPhone 11 Pro Max, I have 3 cameras, the wide, ultra wide, and telephoto, but to be honest, for 24 hours I really didn't miss the ultra wide camera sensor on this one. It's just a snap and go. Pictures look very good. This is an 8 megapixel camera that gets the job done very well. It features things like portrait mode in the front and back camera, so portrait mode is here. A lot of the pro features are also available with this camera. You also get the ability to change video resolution within the camera application as well, so the A13 is definitely at work here. There's only one thing I did miss from the camera of the iPhone SE, and that is night mode. So night mode is the new feature, of course, with the iPhone 11, where you can take pictures at night, and of course it is featured here on the iPhone 11 Pro Max, but it is not here on the iPhone SE. That's the only thing that I really missed from the camera. Other than that, everything else works great. Now, what are some of the things I didn't like within 24 hours of using this device? Well, one of my main complaints about this device is what you see first, what's in front of you, the display. Of course, we have the chin and the forehead here. It's a smaller screen. That's definitely something that it's noticeable if you're coming from a large device like an iPhone 11 Pro Max to an iPhone SE. But if you're upgrading from iPhone 7 or iPhone 8 or iPhone 6s to this, you're not really going to miss that because you really never had it. So for me, that is an issue. For most users that are looking to upgrade to this device, that's not going to be a concern. Another thing that was a bit concerning to me was the brightness outside. So using this device as a GPS system in my car, taking outside to take pictures, the display wasn't as bright as an iPhone 11 or 11 Pro Max, so the nits are just not there. But most of my concerns have to do with software. Since I'm used to Face ID devices, gestures to swipe in and out of applications, to close applications and things like that, I really missed. But again, that's because I was using a Face ID device. But if you're coming from an iPhone 7, as I mentioned, or an iPhone 8, you're not really going to miss that because you never really had it. Now, having to tap the home button to go back home, having to double tap it to go to the app switcher, definitely feels a lot slower in terms of usability, because again, I'm using an iPhone 11 Pro Max with all the new gestures built into the software, which I'm used to. But other than that, in regards to hardware features, missing the cameras wasn't that big of a deal. This is the perfect upgrade from an iPhone 6s, an iPhone 7, and maybe even iPhone 8 users. Now keep in mind, iPhone 8 and SE2 share the exact same camera, but in terms of performance, iPhone SE will definitely deliver more than all those other devices before it. Performance, battery, and everything else in terms of software features are definitely better than the previous generation iPhone SE, 6S, 7, and 8. Downgrading from an iPhone 10 or 11, I don't necessarily recommend it, but iPhone SE is definitely up there for the price point. It's definitely a good buy and a great device with a lot of future software upgrades to come. So that's everything I wanted to share with you guys, my 24 hours with the iPhone SE second generation. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you real soon. Peace.